Smartphone gaming enthusiasts in India had to bid adieu to the PUBG moniker a couple of months ago. But we found a new true love in the name of Battlegrounds Mobile India or BGMI. But now PUBG is back with an all-new avatar and a new name, PUBG New State. What's really the big deal with this new PUBG and how is it different from the existing Battle Royale game in India? We played PUBG New State and here's what makes it stand out. First up, download and install the game on your Android or iOS device from the respective app stores. Our Android package clocked at around 1.4 GB in size, so make sure that there's enough space to enter into the new state. This new interface in New State, although borrows a lot of visual elements and design from the previous PUBG, there's still a new look about it, and it leans more towards the PC version of the game. Right after setting up the game, you get an option to choose between 2 fingers, 3 fingers or 4 fingers. Well, I knew what I was getting into. 4 fingers are only for pros, and I'm definitely not one of them. The graphics in the game are off the roof. It now gets a max performance mode, which obviously is for devices with ultra powerful hardware. You get many more graphic settings to toggle so that you get the best gaming performance you want. Not that it makes the game drastically different from what we have seen in Battlegrounds and previous PUBG iterations, but the fact that I get to go to max settings is compelling enough. The sun flare, the lobby, the skins, the overall graphics, everything looks much better. It almost feels like the PC version of PUBG. At last, a new map, totally different from what we have seen till now. It goes by the name of Troy with an I. You get new location names like Loganville, Midtown, Cornwall, Graveyard and etc. The gameplay also has a very futuristic look to it, which I really enjoyed. There have been a lot of visual changes made to the game, like the parachute that you used to drop used to disappear in PUBG, but it stays in the new state. One other fascinating thing about the map is that while flying over, you can see the name of the different cities tracking live. This looks really cool. There's no way you can now confuse two cities. You also get new cars and bikes to try out in the game, which frankly is a sight for sore eyes after having driven the same old vehicles over and over again. And you can now also store ammos and other stuff in the trunk of your vehicle. Pretty neat. And one another thing that I forgot to mention is that the cars now have autopilot. Wow, I mean wow. However, player movement and game mechanics seem to be the same as before. Say hello to the new weapons and shields of the new state. Oh yes, there are tons of modifications that have been made to the weapons, and there is also some new gear to test out. You now get a defense shield and a bunch of new melee weapons in the game. You also get to see a new bolt rifle in action called the DSR-I. There's now a new HUD that shows you how much ammo remains, and it looks really good. It will be quite useful during squad fights since you don't have to look at the bottom of your screen to keep a hold of how much ammo remains. Feel cornered in a shack when you do not have any ammo or medical kits remaining? Well, worry not. You can shop for ammo, medical items, flare guns, both red and a new green one, amongst other things, using the drone store. And as the name suggests, you can also buy a drone to scout people and bring them out of their hiding. Feel futuristic yet? Overall, the game feels like a major improvement compared to the previous iterations of PUBG. But I'm not sure how many of you guys will be switching to the new state. Wait a minute, of course almost everyone will be switching to the new state since it looks way better and feels much better. The graphics, the gameplay, the new weapons and skins all look very attractive. So what do you think about the game? Will you be ready to jump into the new state? Let us know in the comments down below. And as always, for all things tech, log on to gadgets360.com.